Well, hello and welcome to Take It Off Tuesday. It is your host, Stormy Weather 69. First of all, I want to say welcome to everyone who's watching, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to actually spend time with myself. Well, for those of you who have been paying attention to the weather, you all know how crazy it is all over the Northeast. So first of all, we'll do world news, if y'all don't mind. Because people are just getting slammed. Anybody who's in the Northeast is getting slammed with horrible, horrible weather. So a lot of them have canceled school. A lot of businesses have said, okay, we're not going to be open today, especially in New York. New York got hurt really bad. And a lot of areas, although they are saying that the snow has slowed down a little bit, they also have rain going with it. So now you have sleet with this horrible weather. And then in some areas, like in Massachusetts, if you're upstate, like New Hampshire, Hollyville, things of that nature, they have the ugliest weather right now. Coming lower into Boston area, or like Rehoboth, they're ugly right now, okay? But if you're coming down into, say, the Boston area, it hasn't quite hit there yet, but they're looking at 4 inches per hour. So somewhere around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock today, they should have started getting their snow. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Hi. Hey, JB. Hey, Deshauna. Hey, Terrell. How are y'all doing? Listen, so before we get into everything, I'm going to let you all know now that we're going to try our very best to be on our best behavior today, okay? The liaison for North Charleston's Latin community is actually going to be sitting in with us today. There is a big red ribbon cutting ceremony, but when she gets here, we'll talk about all of that. I want to talk about some of the emails that I received before we get into the local news here. And I also want to talk about some of the world news that's going on. Like, y'all know 45th is claiming that former President Barack Obama was hacking his mail and also wiretapping his phone. Well, we all know that that's a crock. Okay, first of all, why would anybody want to tap his phone? And secondly, where's your evidence? You had until yesterday afternoon at 4 o'clock to produce this so-called evidence that your phone was being tapped and your business lines were being tapped. But unfortunately, you didn't come up with that information that was needed. So pretty much, why don't you do like you all were doing beforehand? Stop your foolishness. And if you can't prove something without a shadow of a doubt, then move on to whatever else is going on. But he didn't do that. So he made it a big to-do. Also, for those of you who did not know, he wants to do cut out the Obamacare that was originally instated for people who did not have insurance. So they made it affordable. Well, what he decided to do said it was a complete disaster. According to him, he says that it did not work for anyone. And because it did not work for anyone, as far as he's concerned, that it should have been just chucked and thrown in the garbage. Well, some people decided that it just needed to be tweaked a little bit. Okay? And so he decided, well, no, we're going to scrap it. We're going to do it the way I say so. And he's trying to pass this bill for it to take place. Well, what happened in the process of him doing this, okay, and trying to destroy what was already put in motion, he's actually going to make, right as of right now, 16 million people don't have medical insurance. 16 million, okay? But by 2020, we're looking at 24 million people who won't have medical insurance of any kind if he goes ahead on and scrap what was already set into motion. So that's a problem, and you guys know it. Also, there has been a phenomenal, when I say a phenomenal amount of police officers that have been indicted for all kind of crimes. Like, get your life together. You were supposed to get hired to serve and protect, not think about yourself and take matters into your own hand. I need y'all to get your life together. If you didn't know, boom, now you do. I need you to really get your stuff together because y'all doing real, real bad. Also, there was a gentleman who said some real nasty stuff about Whoopi Goldberg. Wait a minute, excuse me. Sophia, I know y'all can hear my baby. I want her to be quiet right now while I'm trying to do my show, because that whining she does is just too much. I need you to be quiet, please. Thank you. So back to whatever else is going on. These police officers, you have some that really love what they do for a living. You have some who actually got the job to serve and protect. But then you have these other ones who just don't give a hoot and a handy about what they do or how they do it or who they hurt while they're doing it. All right? And I got a problem with that. Like, if you don't like your job, I feel the same way like if you went to McDonald's or a fast food restaurant or any other job. If you don't like your job, please stop and go get another one. Don't make other people miserable. It's not worth it. Not to me, and it should not worth it to you and anyone else that you hurt in the process. Let's just put it there, all right? Oh, sorry, I kicked the camera stand. Sorry, you guys. Also, for those of you who have been watching the news, I don't know if you have or if you haven't, but another one of our Girl Scout cookie stands got robbed again. Okay? I'm trying to understand, what is the purpose of robbing children? You have an issue, you have a problem, you have a habit. I don't care. These are still children, and if they're out here and they're hustling and working hard to earn their badges and their ribbons and their pins, please leave these babies alone. Let them sell their Girl Scout cookies. Okay? And I'm sorry, anyone who knows a police officer or who can get connected to any police officers, please let them know that it'd be a real good idea for you all to do a stakeout or just a security guard for the Girl Scout cookies. Send somebody over there to protect these babies. Okay? They're working very hard for their money. You can find a police officer to park in front of a church. On Sunday, I know because I live in South Carolina, and when I'm coming home from church and on my way to church, I always see 3 and 4 cruisers, and all of them are parked near or at a church. So all I'm asking you to do is please be considerate of these babies. Give them a fighting chance, all right? Because it's not fair, period. They're working hard to get theirs just like anybody else. The difference is that they're minors. At least give them the chance to earn what they're supposed to earn so they can get their badges. Because mind you now, they're working as a team, so they're doing this collectively. It's not as if it is only one. All right? So please, you guys, all of that money, all the money is not going to one person. These children are trying to earn it collectively, so they can get their ribbons and their pins. So please, 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 can you stop the foolishness? Also, for those of you who know, I know you probably see it on my timeline, Mika Rose, she has been selling lip scents. Please excuse all the extra noise, you guys. They got a construction site going on near me, so they've been just like really noisy. I mean, like really, really noisy. Hi to all my cupcakes and kitty bus, because I see you guys going up the timeline and you guys are like, hey, Stormy. So I just want to say welcome and thank you all. Hey, Lisa, I'm so glad that you decided to, honey, that you were going to check in. JB, Terrell, Sierra, thank you, sweetheart. I'm so thankful that you all found the time to tune into the show today. What else is going on? There are so many events that are taking place in the month of April for South Carolina. Like, there's a April 1st, the Harlem Globetrotters are going to be here in South Carolina at the Charleston Convention Center. There is a Spring Fling taking place in Myrtle Beach. There is also the oyster roasters that are taking place all over South Carolina. And trust me, you guys, if this stuff is put on my page, I will repost it and share it with you all. I mean, y'all know me. You know I'm that type of person that I will continue to share anything that you all send to me. So I need you all to know that if you have an event that's going on in your city or near you, please share, and I'll be more than happy to share what you're doing and be able to let other people know. And I'll even give you guys a shout out during my show that I do on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. For those of you who were unaware, that Saturdays will be Manesa's first Saturday back, because she's been away. You know, she went away for her 40th birthday, which I know she had a blast. Hey, Grip, how you doing? So this Saturday will actually be her first Saturday back. I'm so happy. I can't wait because I miss her so much. And it will also be my Sexy Seduction Saturday night at Those to Watch Radio. So I'm really excited about going back. I haven't been there in 2 weeks. They've been having just a lot of different things going on. So I appreciate them so much. Also, I wanted to tell you all about this. You know, I always make fun. You guys know I always make fun about things that they advertise on television and how I get offended about some of the things that they advertise on television, like these different body washes and all of these pills who claim to do one thing, but then they give you the side effects of so many other different things. So I just wanted to say that when I was laying up watching television, because, you know, I was doing some research, and I was supposed to be doing just research, but I'm that person where I have to have the news on or the Weather Channel or something, so that way I can hear other things that are going on. And I was watching TV, and it had been the longest time since I saw a condom commercial. So I'm going, really? I just finished talking about it and saying that there is no more commercials and there's no more adult commercials that come on at nighttime. But I see every commercial in the world for any lawyer or local lawyer or that does disability, accidents, and all this kind of stuff. So it's like all of these lawyer commercials come on all day long, all evening long, in all these restaurants. And you guys, you know that there's food that I gave up. I've been on strike now, and then I went from going on strike to also Lent because I'm Catholic. So first of all, I went on strike. So I went against anything that was white, like potatoes, any starch, any carbs. I quit everything. Cold turkey, you guys. So I was trying to get, you know, my body back together and take better care of myself. So I quit all of the starches. So no more rice, no more potatoes, no French fries, no pizza. No, and you guys know I love fried gizzards. So I had to quit all of this stuff. Well, then before I knew it, Lent was coming, and I'm allergic to chocolate. But I found that I could eat white chocolate. So I went on white chocolate was it for the whole month of February. I was berserk with white chocolate. And I was eating, when I say white chocolate, white Kit Kats, white Reese's, white Snicker, white Nestle Crunch cookie bar. Oh, truffles. Oh, Lindor truffles. I just love them. All right, so I just went berserk, and something said to me, hey, Stormy, if you're working this hard to lose the weight with all this white chocolate, you're going to gain it all back. So, like, what are you doing here? And then I love this ice cream called Moose Tracks. Oh, I love it. So I had to quit all of this stuff because I have an addiction to it. So you guys know that if I quit that stuff, you guys know I went back to drinking coffee, right? I mean, like, I really went back to drinking coffee. Like, coffee every day, including my tea. But my tea is herbal, so don't freak out, all right? But I had to go back to... I needed some kind of relief, some kind of pleasure for myself. That's right, Lisa. Coffee is great, honey. And I am a Starbucks queen. I love Starbucks. But outside of all of that stuff, I want you all to know that I also have been still doing my outreach. And that also means that, excuse me, hold on one second. Sophia, please be quiet. That's Miss Lydia. So, listen, you guys, I've been waiting for her, dying for her to get here. So, welcome, you guys. Lydia Cotton. Yes! Hi, honey. Hi.
How you doing? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm happy you made it.
Listen, we just have a mess on the road, you know.
Oh, yes.
But thank you.
Oh, honey, I'm just happy that you made it.
Listen, people, let me tell you something.
Yes.
I have so much to thank for this lady over here. Not only me, the whole community, Tiana. It's amazing what you are doing. People, I don't know if they know, but what you are doing inside the community is amazing. I wanted to thank you in the name of every Latino.
Thank you, honey. Oh, honey,
And
listen.
I really,
I
and I
love
forgot,
them.
let me turn this phone off. So I'm just going, but I just want to say thank you from the heart.
Listen, I'm thankful for you. I was just thinking about this morning, the first time we met. For those of you who don't know, the first time Lydia and I met,
It was so funny.
she scared the unbelievable bejiggers out of my son.
But it was not my fault.
I
But
know.
it was like funny.
Well, I know it was hilarious after the fact, but when she and I first met us about 8-9 years ago, she knocked on my door, and where I live is a lot of Latinos.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our children in our neighborhood, everyone plays with everybody. And about a week or two prior, little boy had wandered off.
Yeah.
But he didn't leave. Wait a minute. First of all, you guys, he didn't leave the development. He was sitting in somebody else's house playing with some more kids.
Yes.
So when Lydia showed up at my door, she knocked at my door, and there was a police officer standing with her. So my first response was like, "Oh my Jesus,
Yes.
what is wrong?"
And then we were with the Boston Courier.
Courier, yes. And so the Boston Courier guy was standing with the camera, and I am about to have a heart attack. What is going on with my kids? Mind you now, you guys, all of the children in my neighborhood belong to me. I don't care what anyone else says. All of the kids in there belong to me. So when you guys knocked on the door, I thought something was wrong with one of the kids. But she says, no. We're just here to say hi. What?
We just tried to connect. I tried to bridge the gap between the police and the community. We were knocking the door to say hi. So we had this big snapshot, right?
Yes, of me crying, you guys. Like, I was no good. Like, I freaked out. When she said that everything was okay, I was like in such relief. I was so happy. I was like, oh, yes. Oh, my God.
But you see, that's your heart, Tiana.
But see, and
That's
the
your
thing,
heart.
and the
That's
thing
what
is,
we love about you.
but that's what makes it,
Authentic.
Yes.
That picture was
That's
authentic.
authentic, absolutely.
We were the Boston Courier.
Beautiful picture. So me, kids. And for any of you who know me, and for those of you who don't know me, I am very, very, very protective and very passionate about the children that are growing up where I live.
Yes.
Okay? But not just where I live. I feel that way about children, period. Like, I donate to elementary schools and after school programs. I donate stuff. I've been Mrs. Santa Claus for 17 years.
Yes.
So I give to the community. I do packages. I do drop-offs.
People need to know that, the people need to know what you are doing sincerely, because it is so much in every level.
Yeah, it is.
And that sometimes people say, well, no, don't say that. Yes, they need to know. You know why? Because we all need to learn. It is important to give.
Yes,
not
it is.
not only to give, is to give from the heart.
Right.
Give from the heart. And that is a gift that you have, and I congratulate you for that.
Thank you. But what people don't realize is that it's not always so much of the materialistic things that you can give. I've done school lunch hour, story time hour, and then we helped a church get a food pantry started. Okay, those things don't cost anything. No. It's really about taking some time and helping someone fill out paperwork. Yes. And that's what I do.
Yes.
I have neighbors who needed lights turned on, and they're like, okay, how do I go about this? Well, I mean, where we live at, each one is supposed to help one. Each one does help one where I live. And that's where I come from. It takes a village to raise any child.
Yes.
Okay, well, where I live at, in my village, all of the children here belong to me.
Yes.
Every last one of them. So I knock on the doors. I ask kids all the time, how's the grades doing? I stop them. And when they sit, because they think that I don't know when the quarter is coming. Mm-hmm. I know when that quarter comes, because that's my job. I mean, I've been here long enough. Now, I still get our quarters confused with the north, So, but I always know when. I don't care if I don't know when no other report card comes out. I know that the kids' report card is always due on my birthday.
Now, let me ask you, do you think the audience know that about you? Or you can keep it secret all the time?
I wonder. Keep it secret.
Do you keep it secret?
Yes.
Because the reality, no, you have to say, I believe people needs to know. People needs to know. Not only what you do, what everybody does. It is nothing but some people are ashamed. No, look, I want to keep it private. And I understand, believe me, because I'm a very private person.
Yes, you are.
But at the same time, they need to know because you can become a big inspiration for everybody. And not only for a specific
group of
people.
Right, no, it's for everybody.
Universal.
Yes.
Universal. We
Yes.
definitely need to unite. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad I met you. I'm so glad that you've been my friend for so long.
So long. Like, okay, speaking of things that people do behind the scenes, you guys, that's Lydia. Lydia is the go-to person for the Latin community. Doesn't mean just North Charleston or Hanahan or Goose Creek. When I say the Latin community, I mean it as a whole. Lydia, when we did the Fanta Festival 2010.
Yeah, the best Latino festival. There's no doubt in it.
And then like she had everyone, her volunteers and everyone came out, and we did grassroots advertising and marketing because that's the best for us. Yes. But we had over 3,000 people at our first festival.
Yes.
Then when we were with Pastor Jose, when he was at the church across the street on Ashley Phosphate, okay, Pastor Jose is an excellent pastor, and he reached out to the community, but he said to us one day, you know what I really want? I want a food pantry. And I looked at my husband and I said, Pastor Jose wants a food pantry?
Remember that.
I said, so what are we going to do? He says, okay, well, you talk to him. When you talk to him, we figure it out. I said, okay, let's go for it. So we called you, we called Maria, we called Elizabeth. We just called everybody. So people, Tina. And they said, Tiana, please, you help us? I said, okay, fine, we'll help. We went, we gave him all the information that he needed, and he said, I got someone who can help fill out. Look at this, Tina now. I just said her name, and there she is. Hey, Cupcake. So it was a big, big thing to tell people, okay, listen, we're all going to reach out. Then we did that day, Family Day.
Yes.
And we had the big parade there, and the festival was great. And everyone came and volunteered so much stuff. Daisy did the balloons. Tina did popcorn. We did, it was just awesome. And then you came and you brought more people with you. And I say that because she is definitely that person.
Thank you.
You sit behind the scenes, but people don't realize how much influence and how many times you actually reach out and touch people. Like when the gentleman passed 3 years ago, I walked out my front door to go check my mail, and I see Lydia in my neighborhood, and I'm like, what is wrong? Because
no, you always see me, something's wrong, right?
Well, when I see you, it's either something, she's there to support someone in some shape, form, or fashion. But when I see police cruisers and I seen a coroner's van, I dropped everything. I didn't even go to the mail. I was like, okay, do they need something? You know, if there's something we can do, please knock on my door.
Yeah.
Okay? And I've always been that person. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted you here so bad. Because I know you behind the scenes. I know how you reach out and help people. When they had the community center across the street, okay?
Computer lab.
The computer lab. When you all had the community center on Midland Park. But now, with everything that Lydia does, I gotta tell you guys. No, as a matter of fact, I'm not gonna tell you. I want Lydia to tell you. Tell them this big, because I'm so excited, you guys. I gotta be honest. I'm so excited. The 27th of March.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna have a ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yes.
Tell them where.
The first multicultural center done by Latinos in the state for everybody.
Yes!
Not only for Latinos. The name is ARTPOT, ARTPOT.
Yes.
And this nonprofit is a 501c3 organization. Came after everything that we've been done in the community. You know, I met Maribel Acosta, Cuban artist Maribel Acosta. When I saw excellent artist, when I saw what she did, I'm like, look, you need to help me to communicate better through the arts with the community. Meanwhile, you do that, I can keep doing my advocacy and my work through the community. So we're going to combine both things together,
which is excellent.
And from the house, we want to bridge the gap universally, okay? With everybody. black, white, Latino, Asian.
Anybody.
It's so important that we break those barriers.
Yes.
It is so important we start talking. It is so important we start loving.
Yes. You're absolutely right. And I think that people don't realize that as a community,
yes,
because that's what we are. We are a community, regardless of what people may think, okay, or how people may view us. We are a community, and it's not just in North Charleston. It's not just
everywhere.
Goose Creek. It's not just black. It's not just white. It's not just Asian. And as soon as people realize that we work as a unit, yes, because you think about it, think about the restaurants you go to, the places you buy food, the doctor's offices you go to. We're all in there together.
Lisa saying.
Yes, see, look at Lisa, and I miss her.
Together we are like a melting pot.
Yes, and we are. That's why I was so offended when you talk about people reacting to this White House in a negative fashion. I'm disgusted by his behavior and his tactics. But this is America, okay? And we are all here, okay? And we all need one another for one reason or another, okay? And I'm disgusted anytime the separation is so profound. Yeah. It's outrageous. When you go to church, you don't go to a church and then there's only one nationality in there. No. Okay? Yeah. And whether they believe it or not, when we all die, we don't get separated once we get there. We're all going to go, listen, from dirt we started to dirt we shall return.
Yes, and in adding to that, here's what I would say. We can say everything and anything as long as with respect.
Respect.
That's all. I cannot be on a chatting ring just yelling to people and insulting people. Right. That's not the way that I'm going to work this. Right. We're going to talk. We're going to stay on the table, yes, and wait until we find either an agreement or agree to disagree.
Exactly.
That's it. But it's not going to be any type of disrespecting nobody. Right.
Nobody.
Because that doesn't take you nowhere. And really, it's just what it does is bring you negativity to the heart. Yes. One thing that I wanted to take care of is my heart and my mind.
Listen, if we can
has
do those
to be pure.
Things, yes.
Has to be pure.
Absolutely.
If it's not pure, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
How is it that two different people think so much alike?
Yes. Yes. It's not going to work. So heart, mind, spirit, pure. We must talk. It is okay to disagree. Yes. Even with the president that is, I don't want to say what I think about him because...
But we listen, over here we only call him the 45th. We don't give him no bad names, nothing. But really, so many things are wrong, not only in the White House. Yes. In our own community. Yes. Right here in our backyard. Yes. Okay? So, we need to start, even though I'm a universal person, I want to work my community. Imagine, how can I fix something in New York? Right. Can I? Well, no, you can. You have to start.
I can give an example from here.
Yes.
That's what I want to do. So here. If each one of us focus in our community, piece by piece, community by community. Yes. That's all we have to do.
That's all.
It's just focus on our community and give an example to everybody else. Yes. And every community knows exactly how it's going to work for them.
Yes, that's true.
Because not every community manage their own, in the same way.
And not every community has the exact same needs. Yes. And I think that that's what people don't realize. Like, okay, here, where we live at. Mm-hmm. Well, where I live at, because you're not on this side anymore.
Yeah, but I'm close.
You're close, right?
10 minutes, yeah, just a minute.
But, Thanksgiving and Christmas, I have neighbors who there's no woman that lives in that house, and there's a bunch of guys. Okay, so I cook turkey, and I buy big turkeys, so I can fix plates and knock on their door and say, "Hey, listen, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?" I'll bring a plate over. Don't worry. Or I tell them what time dinner's going to be ready, and they will come to my door, and the clamshell boxes, I give them a plate. Why? Because guess what? You have to reach out to give to somebody. If you don't help somebody, then guess what? Every day you spend on earth when you don't do anything good for anybody, down the toilet.
Let me tell you, when it goes around comes around. That sounds a little bit harsh, but it's true. What you give, you receive.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay? Exactly what you give, you receive.
Yes.
And that is why I'm so honored to know so many wonderful people that teach me that every day. And they don't have to really give something specific, a word of kindness.
Yes.
Just to look in somebody with love.
Yes.
That person will receive that energy.
There's a lady, she's on the radio show. She has a live feed. Her name is Daybreak, Dawn Simmons. And she did a show one morning, and I needed it like in the worst way. And that morning she says, go outside and tell somebody you love them. You don't have to know them.
That's right.
You don't have to have any kind of physical connection to them. That's right. Walk out of your comfort zone and say to somebody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, but tell them that you love them. Yeah. You don't have to stand there and have no big conversation or anything, because those little words, those 3 little words, could mean life and death to somebody, because you don't know what they're going through.
Yes. It is true. I had that experience before. I know what is fine. Somebody who said, Lydia, call me on the phone. I'm getting ready to suicide.
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
really? Okay, this is what I did. And sounds funny, but it's not. I said, okay, listen, before you suicide, wait for me, because I need to talk to you.
Yes.
And was a he. I told him, follow me. Just trust me one more time. Just trust me one more time. He did. And we went to the hospital. I said, give it a chance one more time.
One more time.
That's it. And he did. Today,
thank God.
He called me mom.
Thank God.
He's a married man, happy man.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for the word of God, great leader. Mm-hmm. And and you never know. Just listen to anybody that you notice when you look in people's eyes, mm-hmm. and you walk around. It's not like you're going to stop everybody and say, look what happened to you. No. You know. Yes. You know when somebody's going through something.
Yes, you do.
Just listen.
Listen.
Sometimes that's all you have to do is listen to the person. Not necessarily. Sometimes we're scared to not listen because we think they're going to ask us to fix everything.
Something. Yes.
To do something.
Yes.
Come on. Maybe you cannot fix it, but you can guide that person to the right path where they need to go.
Yes, that's true.
So listening it is very important. It can save life, and a phone can save many lives.
Yes,
many lives. So don't doubt it. To be a volunteer, because I always promote volunteerism. To be a volunteer, you don't need to spend 30 hours a month or a week doing something in the community. You don't have to go nowhere. From your house, you can be a volunteer. Yes. And guess what? 1 hour a month. 12 hours a year. Can you give 12 hours a year?
Listen, if you can spend 30 minutes on Facebook, or you can spend 30 minutes watching television, you can volunteer. 12 hours a year, once a month, with the phone, without moving from your chair, you can do so many things. Yes, you can. Listen, you're living proof of that.
Yes.
You are living proof of that. I love it.
I'm addicted to be a volunteer. But here's the thing, that's what it feeds me. I'm a brain cancer survivor. I'm a stroke survivor. And what keeps me going every day is what I do for all this. Is see, it's like happiness come to my brain and see the result of everything. I cannot solve many issues. Mm-hmm. But I use the tools of the community, of the city, of the organization to help those people.
Yes.
We can do it. So I inviting you to meet us. Invite everybody who wants to
Everybody.
27 of March.
Yes.
5909 Lofties Road, Hanahan. And I hope that we can put that in the...
We're going to do all that.
The address.
Yep.
And everybody, listen. I really want you there. To be with us 5 o'clock.
Yes.
And let's celebrate together the new Multicultural Center done by Latinos for you.
And remember now, everything that is being done there is being done on a volunteer basis. So the center itself was built by volunteers.
The people, by the volunteers.
Everybody. The paint, the lights, Gino, Luigi.
Yes.
The gentleman from. Oh,
we have so many Molina.
Yes,
Healthcare,
Molina
which is,
Healthcare. But
the people
Ernie?
is safe. Ernie, nah,
Ernie.
man, Ernie. Listen,
Everybody.
Ernie, I love you, Ernie. Man,
listen,
I'm
if
sorry.
y'all ever hear that my husband left me, this is where he went.
Yeah.
He went with Lydia.
That's right.
So at least I know he's okay, right?
Yeah, no, Ernie, my respect to that man. I'm sorry, I know he's your husband, but my respect to that man. I really love him.
I do. I know it.
And you know it, right?
Yes.
I'm genuine that.
Yes.
When I met Ernie, and can I talk about it in your show?
You could talk about him. It's okay.
When I met Ernie, I saw something on him that very special. Yeah. And I didn't know much about it, but I said, wow, this guy's going to break the wall every place he goes.
And he does it.
But I know the people do not understood that back then.
No, they didn't.
But
some people still don't understand it
they
now.
Still not,
you think about it.
With all due respect, that we need to start looking at it really close, because Ernie is a genuine man. Yes. That really have a great heart and so smart.
Yes.
And that's what I like from people, that they have the genuine, and he don't look, it's like you and me, we don't look color or,
No, the color
I
doesn't
really
matter.
appreciate him very much, and he's one of the people who's, is going to be doing great things for our community. I love Ernie. Thank you, Ernie, so much. And definitely Independent Tone Award. Yay! We go back this year.
Yeah, like people don't understand that when he says that it's multicultural.
It is.
People did not realize that he really meant that.
Yeah, I was the first one who get involved on that to push that agenda. So definitely, people need to come together. That's what I like from him, is that he's so universal from the heart.
From his heart.
A lot of people try to be universal with all the respect.
It's not genuine.
It's not genuine.
It's not
but
genuine.
Ernie definitely is. Thank you so much.
Listen, on his behalf, I say thank you for giving us the opportunity and allowing him to be able to do the things that he does.
It's just, how can I say no to somebody who really, and you, they have the heart. I feel that I'm very genuine person. I will not, I can live with $2 a day. Listen to this. Because when you're close to death, you see life totally different, right?
Yes.
And I can live with $1, $2 a day. I'm a happy person.
Yes.
I really, money for me is nothing. And really, I don't have any money. But I do appreciate the good heart. I do appreciate genuine people. I do know what to say. No, you can give me $100,000 if you don't have the heart. Take it, leave it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Let's agree to disagree. You keep your money and stay over here.
And that's the peace of mind.
Yes, because my happiness, my heart, my mind, my spirit go first.
Yes. And
Ernie, definitely, I go with him whenever, as long as you allow me.
Listen, this is the only woman in the whole world outside of my in-laws that I'm willing to share him with.
Yeah, he's good. But not, just clarify that. You're my brother.
Yeah, it's her brother, and she loves him dearly.
Yes.
But he has the same passion and love for you.
I know he does.
Okay.
I know.
When we go and we do certain things, like people were under the impression that he and I do absolutely everything together, and they don't realize that we're still individuals.
Yeah, very.
And like myself, I greet and I speak to everybody in the street. Okay, I do.
Yes.
But that was my upbringing. Okay, you show common courtesy to people.
Yes.
Ernie is the guy who doesn't say anything unless you're talking directly to him. He doesn't say a word. And he and I are out often, and I see people, and especially my elders, and I speak to them. And children, like I see children, it doesn't matter. I speak to them all the time. And one day we were out, and he says, "Can I ask you a question? Is there anybody that you don't know?" And I looked at him, and I said, what are you talking about? He said, "My wife speaks to anything and everyone. She speaks to strangers every day." I said, "They're not strangers once you say hello."
But that's why you guys are so well together, because they're so different.
It's so different. But they're not strangers once you say hello. Okay? But then with everything that that I do, I can't afford not to speak to people because I go to people's schools. Mm-hmm. I talk to children. So how can the children speak to me in the street or speak to me at the schools, and then these parents out here, or grandparents, or aunts and uncles and cousins, and I'm not going to speak to them? That's insane to me.
Yes, I understand. I think that...
And I always look at that.
You both are different, and you will have different profession, right,
yes.
together, but at the same time, the same heart.
Right.
It's, these people are totally different, they're both, in my opinion.
Yes, we
right?
are.
But they have the same heart, the same mind, the same goal.
Yes.
And it's beautiful that.
And it's unity.
Yeah, because when I see Ernie, I say, wow, what a different couple, And then I go to Alicia, say, can I borrow your man 1 minute? She said, yeah, okay, let's go, Ernie.
See you later. I see you when you come back.
But Ollie, you trust other people than me?
No.
Oh, just me. Right, cool. That's great.
If someone else tells me they want him, I look like, why? Like my eyeballs get like this big around. What do you want him for? How long? And I'm going to.
Yeah, I can see Ernie laughing right now.
Oh, man, like, what do you mean? I don't want no one to cook for him. I don't want no one to do anything. I have one neighbor that I don't mind cooking for him. That's Sandra. That's it.
No. Oh,
Sandra and her husband, that's it. They're the only people that can cook for him. Everyone else, if it didn't go through me, you can't feed my husband, okay? I just tell you.
I love it.
I wanted to tell everybody that the event, the ribbon cutting ceremony is the 27th.
Yes.
Okay. And do you need anything else between now and then?
Yes. Well, what we need is helping hands to help us with the construction. We are working now against the clock.
Yes.
To get those walls, to get, anybody who wants to get some nails on the wall.
Nails, paint,
sheetrock. We even do electric. We finished the electrical part today.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So
Last
listen,
time we did 75%.
If you know anybody who wants to volunteer,
1 hour, 2
2 hours, we
Yeah,
don't care.
it.
But volunteer any time. Please inbox Lydia, inbox myself, inbox Quan Rip, and let them know that you want to volunteer sometime. Donate water, cookies, I don't care. But donate, because you know what? That little bit that you donate is going to be like phenomenal.
Yes, gonna
to the community and the people that are going to be there. And we're inviting you to be there.
Yes, you can call me directly at 843-819-5760.
Absolutely. So tell them again the number they can find you.
843-819-5760.
Okay. So that's how you find Lydia. You guys know y'all can inbox me anytime. Instant message me is the best, but just get it done. Okay? If you got any questions, you need any help trying to find out what it is that you can do, call us.
Yes.
Okay? Listen,
I want to thank everybody out there. I want to thank you.
Oh, honey, thank you.
Ernie, but most of all, thank to this program. It's so beautiful. I love it. I just love it. Yeah, it's amazing. And I want to congratulate you, okay, in the name of every single person in the community, knowing you or not.
Yes.
Because you are doing so beautiful things. So thank you so much, Diona.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love. Oh, honey, I love you too.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you. So you guys, I'm also looking for, and I could tell you why you're here. I'm doing the outreach for. I'm trying to get a group together to talk to children about having protective sex because they are going too far. Yeah. Okay, and as of right now, we have too many people that are passing away from HIV and AIDS. And so I'm looking for anyone who knows someone who can help bridge the gap. I'm trying to get connected with a healthcare center to give away free condoms for adults. I want people to know that the most important thing you can do is being protective because it helps save a life.
Yes. And
the life you may save may very well be your own. Okay? So thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you all so much. Thank everybody for tuning in today. I know it was not our general Take It Off Tuesday. But I wanted to tell you all that I appreciate you all and thank you so much. Please like the video, share the video with anyone and everyone you know. Anyone who is in Charleston or surrounding areas, the Low Country, out of the country, I don't care. Please, I'm asking you all to look into your heart and find that time. Donate 1 hour of volunteer work. It's amazing. All right? Yes. And I wouldn't be able to be me without it. So I want to say thank you to my parents for raising me the way that they did. I've been blessed to have more than one set, so I'm so thankful. Thank you to my grandparents for being who they are. All right? And all of my aunts and my cousins. There's my cousin Bree. Hi, honey. There's my Aunt May. I come from a family where you go inside of yourself and it doesn't cost anything to give, to support, to show love, to give out what is the most important thing to you. What's the most important thing to you? Your mind and your heart. Yes. And if you can share that to help somebody off of a ledge, you've done the most amazing thing in the whole wide world. All right? So I want to say thank you guys so much. Lydia, I love you, honey. Thank you. I love you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good time. Take care, guys.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, I love her so much, you guys. You guys don't know. Lydia is really everything to me. She is just that. She's that woman. She's that one who reaches out and says, hey, it can be done. We can do this. So I'm so thankful and I'm so happy that I've had the opportunity to meet her and people like her. I want to say thank you so much to people like Rhonda Jerome, who, when I call her name and I pick up the telephone and I call her, she goes, how can I help? That includes getting police cruisers in the neighborhood to watch our kids when they're going to the school buses in the morning. So if you don't know who your city council people are, find out who they are. You need a police cruiser to be outside when the kids are getting on the school buses because it's dark when they're getting on the buses, or just because people have no manners and they are snatching children. Okay, what I'm asking you to do is reach out to your city council people. Okay, find out who they are. Get to know them on a first name basis. And if they are acting as if they are untouchable, then guess what? Every boss has a boss. Every position has someone over themselves, okay? And what I'm asking you to do is reach out to them, try talking to them, and if it does not work, go above their heads, okay? I do it, and I'm a regular person just like you. I'm asking anyone and everyone to please, as Lydia said earlier, 1 hour a month to volunteer is 12 hours a year. And guess what? You can do it from your home. This is your girl, Stormy Weather 69, showing you all nothing but love. I will be back on this Thursday, and we will combine Touchdown Tuesday and Take It Off Thursday all together in one show. I promise you guys that. I love you all. Please, thank you so much. Share the video. Please reach out and touch somebody. Today, as my friend Daybreak would say, tell somebody you love them. It doesn't have to be anybody you know. It will make a world of difference. I appreciate you guys so much. That's my time. And I love you guys so much. Thank you to all my cupcakes and candy bars. Thank you to all of you who have reached out and said, hey, that's Lisa, Bree, Peter Politician, Vife, right? Lisa, Crystal, Quan Rip. Oh, man, I just love you guys so much. Tina, Charles, my cousin Nisi, I love you, honey. Lamar, thank you. Grip, Sarah, Sierra, Ronald, Terrell, Wandario, Deshauna. Listen, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into my Let's Talk Like Adults show. I will repost it on my Facebook page. I will also paste the information for the ribbon cutting ceremony. I got tongue-tied again. please just reach out and show some love. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And this Tuesday and Thursday, I promise you, we'll be right back to where we started off and we ended the last time we were together. And I'll answer all emails and all text messages and instant messages. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. It's your girl, Stormy Weather 69. Thank you, Mommy. Bye, Lamb Child. Bye, Genesis. Bye, Mika. I love you guys. And it's your girl. Y'all take care. See y'all next week. No, this week, you guys, this week. Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Manasa, hurry up,